The ST has now become so fast that I need the added downforce of an RS wing. Nope, the only reason I'm doing this is because I like the looks of the RS wing, and the Amazonians have one on there for $99. Well, today we're going to go from this old boring ST wing to this. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble this $99 Amazonian wing, and I'm going to give you my honest review about it as well. Now on Amazon, on the comments for this wing, there was a lot of confusion on how to put it together because the instructions aren't exactly the clearest. So I'll show you how to assemble it properly today, and I'll show you how to mount it to your car. Let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into it. Here's the pieces of the Amazon wing. You can see I already have them painted. This wing's going to be two-tone. It's going to be magnetic silver and black, mainly because that's the way my car is too. My hatch is magnetic silver and the rest of the car is tuxedo black. For my paint, I went with rattle cans from Touch Up Direct on Amazon. These are actually really good paints. Be careful with the clear coat though, it does come out a little heavy. And what I did was use a self-etching primer, and then about 10 minutes later I went with 2 coats of the base coat. And then I waited a half hour as per the directions, and then I went with 3 layers of clear coat. Start with a very light coat on the color coat, follow up with a heavier coat after that. The clear coat, same thing, start with a light coat first, and a second medium coat, and then a third heavier coat. Now you can see I've already done the first step, which was to mount the risers. I did that because I wanted to paint this as one assembly, because it was going to be the same color. You're going to use 2 shoulder bolts that came with the kit. You're also going to use shoulder bolts to mount the top wing to the base. Now the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to lay my top wing upside down, and I'm going to lay the base on top of it. We're pretty much in position there, and using a shoulder bolt, we're going to mount it in. Helps if you use a magnetic screwdriver, but I don't have one. You can magnetize the end of your screwdriver with a magnet. I just don't feel like it at the moment. And I've taken 4 absorbers, I cut them down and put them inside where the top wing rides on the riser. There is rattle here, I noticed it after I put the wing together, so this will take that rattle out of there. Put 2 of those on each riser and you'll be good to go. The parts are all marked whether they're left or rights. So now you're going to take one of the wing risers, this is the left, and you're going to use the regular machine screws to put these in. Now I recommend putting one in, just starting it, don't make it tight, and then get the other ones on too. Mount our other side. Now the main parts of the wing are assembled. Take 7 of the small absorbers with the holes in the middle and put them on your mounting points where the wing mounts to the car. Alright, we need to remove our trim, these 3 pieces right here, so that we can access the bolts for the wing. And these just pull off. Next we're going to take out the 4 T20s on all 4 corners here that hold the wing to the car. And then the 3 8mm that hold the wing to the hatch as well. Using that same T20, take your third brake light out. You can disconnect your light harness and also the hose for your washer, just like so. Now you can remove your old wing from the car. I'm just going to do a test fit of my third brake light to make sure all the holes line up. Yep, they line up well. That's going to look good. Now I'm using a 7/64 drill bit to drill the holes. Now it's time to take our RS wing and start mounting it to the car. Run your washer hose through the hole that's in the back. Run your electrical connector for the third brake light. And just start setting it in place. Using the 7 shoulder bolts that are left, just start placing a bolt in to hold it in place for now. This will just keep you sitting still while you mount the wing on. Once you have them started, leave them loose so you can line up your corners. The holes do not line up fantastically, that's for sure. Just got to play with it a little bit. It will flex a little. It's going to be a little frustrating until you get everything lined up. Just take your time and get the bolts started. I'm going to try something here, and that's to tighten these up, kind of draw the wing down where it belongs. Now we'll see if that allows me to spread the wing a little bit, because I can't get this last bolt in there. The wing is mounted, so we're going to start fitting on our third brake light. There it is. Let's do a check on our rear washer. Looks like it's a success. Now my initial reaction to this wing, the fitment is about a 6 out of 10. There's a pretty large gap here. 7 out of 10 for being a $99 wing. We don't exactly meet flush here on the hatch. Looks, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, but definitely some fitment issues. Can I live with it? For now, but there is a way to correct this that I'll explain in a minute. So that's it for the install of my RS styled Amazonian wing for $99. I mentioned earlier that I'd tell you my plan to fix this gap. The way I'm going to achieve that is to slot the mounting holes on the hatch so that I can slide the wing forward a little bit more. I'm not going to do that right now. Does it fit as good as a factory RS wing would? No. But one of the benefits is it doesn't have the RS logo embossed in the riser. So my hope with this video is it may have cleared up any confusion you may have had assembling this wing from Amazon. Also to show you how to remove your old ST wing and mount the new RS wing, and to show you the fitment issues you might encounter as well. If you enjoyed this video and or it helped you in any kind of way, I ask that you please hit that like button down below, smash the subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.